this crashes for the second time here, I'm going to go ahead and restart the PlayStation. I'm not going to start the game until I find out if the PlayStation is going to work or not here. So, let's wait and see, I suppose. Actually, I'll turn this down one notch, I think. Alright, we're going to give the PlayStation a minute to see if it works. If it crashes again, I'm going to go ahead and restart it. I'm going to give it until like 2 minutes into the stream, so I'm just going to sit here and talk to you for a moment. Make sure it works here. So yeah, Halloween is officially 1 hour and 39 minutes away from officially being Halloween. Don't know why I said it twice there, but yeah, it's only an hour and 40 minutes-ish till Halloween here on the East Coast. I know out the rest of America it's a bit farther away than that, but I'm excited. It's my absolute favorite holiday of the year because, like I said in my Outlast 2 video, I am a horror movie freak. I've seen at least 5 of the Friday the 13th. The others I want to see, but I haven't gotten a chance because I haven't been able to find the DVDs anywhere in stores or anything like that. I've seen at least 2 or 3 of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I mean, all of the fucking 5 plus that came after the first one pretty much sucked because they became all gimmicky and stupid. But Wes Craven's New Nightmare, when Wes Craven finally came back into the franchise, was super good. I've seen that one. I've only ever seen one Scream and I hated it. No, I've seen 2 Screams. I've seen the first and the last. The last one I thought was decent. The first I thought was really kind of dumb. Like, I love Wes Craven. He's an amazing director. Like, God bless him. Rest in peace. Like, bless his soul and all that, you know. An amazing director, but I think he just kind of missed out on the Scream series. Like, I understand a lot of people like it, but I just thought it didn't have a plot. I thought it was simply just cheap gags. Cheap horror gags the whole way through. My absolute favorite franchise in the horror genre of movies is by far the Final Destination franchise. I've seen all 5 of them. The only stupid one was the 4th, but that's simply because the whole 3D thing was still kind of new, and the horror directors were trying to figure out how they could use 3D to their advantage. And the person who took over Final Destination for the 4th one went a bit too far with it, obviously, because, dear God, they overused it like crazy, and you could tell that's what they were doing, was just trying to test that out. I don't think it should have really ever made it to the big screen. But the other 4, 1, 2, 3, and 5 are all good movies. My favorite is the first. 5th is my second favorite. The second is my third favorite, and the third is my 4th favorite. And obviously the 4th is the dumbest of the bunch. But altogether, best horror movie I've ever seen. Seen it at least 7 times within this last year, since last October-ish, I believe, is the first time I saw it. I can't remember to be exact. But it's on Netflix right now, and I highly advise anyone who comes through and watches this live stream or video or whatever, go see this movie so long as it is on Netflix. By God, I love Australian horror because of this movie. It is The Babadook. And that is one of, if not the best movies altogether I've ever seen from any genre, man. The Babadook. There's so few typical horror cliches in that movie. It's so clean. The scares are legit. It is an amazing, I don't know if it's like a toss-up between paranormal and monster movie, because the Babadook is like supposed to be a monster, but at the same time he appears as like a paranormal force, I suppose. So it's kind of a mix between the 2 genres. And at the same time, it's also like a psychological horror movie where it messes with your mind. You can tell that most of the scares are meant to be messing with your mind. And also, this live stream is going to be in the dark again, like the Outlast 2 stream was. I'm going to go grab my water real quick. We're going to go and get started since it appears the PlayStation is actually going to work, because the stream's almost been on for 5 minutes now. I've just been rambling about horror movies. I think you guys have heard enough. But I also own all 3 Purge movies, and all 3 Predator movies, which includes the new one, obviously. I don't have either Predator vs. Alien or any Alien movies, I also have Cabin in the Woods. I own that one. That is up there with the Babadook. It's a little bit behind the Babadook because it's got some of those cliches, but it's meant to. Because it's also supposed to be a little bit for comedy, obviously. You've seen it. But it's a really good one. I just don't ever put it up against the Babadook because it's a horror comedy. And I don't feel like that you can't... It's hard to call yourself a horror fanatic and then put a horror comedy as your number one horror movie that you've ever seen. Because that just kind of... Because the horror comedies, sometimes they have some good scares, but most of the time you can tell that they're trying to lean more towards comedy. That's why I don't really watch too many of them. I was on a Slender Man movie, which is a decent movie, but it's not too bad. Yeah, my ass is playing fucking normal. Fuck all that shit. Outlast contains intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content, strong language. Please enjoy your Miles Upshur. It just got even darker in my room. I'm about to turn the fucking light on. I'm not doing this shit. Oh, that's why. Because I covered up my damn controller's thing. My fucking nightlight here. You are Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter whose ambition is about to earn him an intimate tour of hell on Earth. Always willing to risk digging into the stories no other journalist would dare investigate, you will seek out the dark secret at the heart of Mount Massive Asylum. One moment. Stay alive as long as you can. Record everything. You are not a fighter to navigate the horrors of Mount Massive and expose the truth. Your only choices are to run, hide, or die. God, I hope you guys are ready to hear me cry like a baby. Oh God. Here we go. I also seriously doubt I do the full game because I think it's a decently long game. I don't remember. I think I've seen someone play it before. I can't remember. Hell, if I remember if I've ever seen anyone play this. But I think it's a decently long game. So I seriously doubt if I get through the whole thing. I don't even know.
Department of Agriculture
It'll probably be at
Commissioner
least an hour.
Salazar said changing weather patterns were to blame for the livestock behavior and encouraged ranchers and breeders to attend this weekend seminar on Beulah Avenue in Pueblo. And if you're out late tonight, you may see some low-flying helicopters near Silverthorne and Leadville. Seems the Arapaho Park Services will be spraying for an infestation of box elderbugs. But do keep all pets and children indoors between the hours.
So this is going to play a lot like the Outlast 2 demo, obviously, where I'm going to be gathering batteries and shit to try and keep my camera going. That way I have a source of light. Oh, I think it was Delirious I watched play this. September 17th, 2013. I am not reading that entire thing. That entire fucking email address. Subject, TIP, illegal activity at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems. You don't know me. I have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs I am very much breaking right now. But seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep. Finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt and Murkoff is making money. It needs to be exposed. So, here we are. At Mount Massive Asylum. start feeling sick just looking at this place. Mount Massive Asylum, shut down amid scandal and government secrecy in 1971, reopened by Murkoff Psychiatric Systems in 2009 under the guise of a charitable organization. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than lost signal. The Murkoff Corporation has a long track record of disguising profit as charity, but never on American soil. Whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story that breaks the bastards. Hope you guys like my reading voice. I'm thinking about going into the business. That's just great, isn't it? Let's circle to crouch. I like how they keep their front gate unlocked, but their doors locked. And no one's here to fix that. Okay. I mean, there's some weird things. Like, obviously, nothing's gonna be perfect. Okay, so that's 2 locked doors now. Okay, that's not at all what I had to do. Man, I hate those noises. Really? Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Project Wallrider. Mount Massive Company? Case number 174. Patient initials WPH. Billy. Consultation date. Dated 2012-10-14. Initial date of patient consult 2009-4-12. Patient age 19. Gender male. Observing physician Dr. Carl Houston. Therapy status. Patient claims to have progressed to self-directed lucid dream states. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing stage 4 hormones schedule. Diagnostics. Spirometry revealed no bronchial accumulation. Hematocrit centrifuge again failed to separate erythrocytes, highly worrisome. MRI revealed arrhythmic REM, NREM cycle, laughter, and NREM state. Interview notes. Billy asked about the status of his mother's lawsuit against Murkoff and the asylum. This represents a catastrophic breach in security, despite Billy's claims that he discovered the truth in the blood dreams of Dr. Traeger. Note the only Traeger on company records, one Richard Traeger, is an executive from MRD. All orderlies and security personnel must be questioned and video security improved to include analytical biometrics. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Project Wallrider, Mount Massive Company. Colorado. It's gotta be Colorado. Hello? Just so happens to be open.
Not you! Not again! They killed us. You got out. The variants. You can't fight them. You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors from security control.
I'm inside. Bodies everywhere. Blood. Burn marks. Heads lined up like bottles behind a bar. Dead Murkoff scientists hung from the ceiling. Their badges say Murkoff Advanced Research Systems. Murkoff's longtime M.O. has been to profit off the exploitation of supposed charity. Fuck the third world and bankroll another million. How did Murkoff think they would make money off a building full of crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out and then dies. Would have been a good thing to hear when I could still leave the way I came.
Little pig.
Ow. You think think if they're that big, they could just break the main doors, right?
And who are you, then? I see. Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
You think he'd tell his buddies to not attack me then? Right? Like, if he's so certain I'm some kind of apostle or something for him, that he'd tell his buddies to not attack me. The Murkoff Corporation United States Office warrant for seizure case number 294758104. One moment. Alright. Need some water there. In the matter of the seizure of Mount Massive Psychiatric Centers, Murkoff Psychiatric System, Mount Massive Wilderness Area, Country Road 112. Affidavits having been made before the board of directors by Murkoff Hardline Security, who has reason to believe catastrophic security failure of psychiatric center with imminent danger of environment contamination. We are satisfied that the affidavits and testimony establish sufficient evidence to require urgent action on the part of MHS and grounds for the assurance of this warrant. You are hereby required to grant MHS full access to all facilities and surrender complete authority to its agents. By acceptance of this document, you and any surviving relatives surrender all claims of litigation against the Murkoff Corporation or its subsidiaries for the actions of MHS or the circumstances which require their actions regardless of responsibility. Why is every phone like that? Crowd of broken men watching a dead channel. They look like patients. They survived whatever happened here, but nobody's home. Objective, escape the asylum, access security control to unlock the windows. Tell you guys this much. I'm gonna end this stream at 11 o'clock. It is currently 10:48, so well, yeah, it's probably close to 10:49. But yeah, I'm only gonna play for about 10 more minutes myself. So. Thank you for your support. spooky note, it's only 10:52. I could keep playing, but I do kind of want to get some sleep for tomorrow, because I've really been bad about getting sleep here lately. Plus, we just hit a fairly climatic point in it. I'd love to say I'm going to stream tomorrow, but seriously doubtful it's happening. Unless it's about 10 o'clock stream like tonight. And it might be Outlast again, just to pick off from here. Because I just bought this game for $5. I want to beat it. I'm not going to have a $5 purchase be only used for 32 minutes of gameplay here. But that's where I'm going to leave off. I just saved. That's why it went to all blue there for a moment where it was only recording my audio. My heart is like completely pounding, and I know if I play any longer, I'm going to get fucking jump scared to the point where I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, which is a bad thing, because I need my sleep here. So, don't forget to leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Turn on notifications. Can never say it. Don't forget to leave a like or comment if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Turn on notifications. That way you know every time I am live, every time I upload, every time I do anything, just about whatever YouTube wants to give you. Don't forget to pass the channel around to your friends, your family, your strangers, your dog, your cat, your lizard, whoever you want, whoever you see on the street. It's a freak show out there. Stay away from those creepy clowns, kids. In case I don't talk to you tomorrow, have a very happy Halloween. Me and my girlfriend are gonna go out trick-or-treating around her neighborhood. Hope you all have like a fun time with your family or friends, whoever you're chilling with tomorrow. Hopefully you'll spread the good word of the Beast Tamer 98 channel, man. Get me some subs on Halloween. Subs for Halloween, man. But yeah. This was Outlast, the original. Trying to get pumped for Outlast 2. Trying to lose my heart by Outlast 2. And yeah. Peace out all. Have a very happy Halloween. And a spooky one at that.